skip ahead if it takes time. It might take time to get this. Now I'm just waiting for the break. The 10 o'clock one, yeah. Doug said he'd be 10 minutes late because he had to do a show. So any time now. I think they're out there. But it should be any time now. Should be any time now. No problem. Should be 5 minutes, maybe.
Is this late? Is this? It's Wednesday now.
anyone know where Doug is? He's supposed to take me out for coffee.
Yeah, he's around that little field.
Yeah, that's not an answer. Do you know where he is? That's what I said.
Yeah, he's around that.
Yeah, whereabouts is he?
He's around.
Yeah, that's not an answer.
Well, yes, it is. It's the one you get.
No, it's not an answer. It's where, not if he exists.
Well, we're telling you, he's doing his thing.
Well, he exists in the hospital somewhere, yeah?
Jeremy, do you want to go and walk?
Yes, what?
Well, then
what?
stop being...
Stop being what? I just asked you a simple question.
I didn't say he's around.
If I ask a simple question, I expect a simple answer. I expect you not to be threatened.
You wouldn't be going to the
I expect not to be threatened with taking my leave so I can get a coffee.
You don't have to.
I expect respect. You see the games they play? Trying to take away my leave to get a coffee. Fucking with me, so that. We'll see. We'll see what make up a story. Jeremy was violent or blah blah blah. Let's take away his coffee. I'm just going to do another recording so I can save this, which has happened before. It's every fucking day, all day. Okay, I'm going to try to record this. Might be nothing at the start of this recording. Doug, the nurse, I'm going to try to get him to confess a few things on record. Let's see how this goes. It might be a big file because I'm waiting, they're fucking around. See what happens.
So I just started right away back to the accommodation, searching on computers where home was close to hospital, to Argentina border, maybe 3 hours northwest. We call him Cerro Blanco. As Blanco means tiny, slim.
Deep in the Atacama Desert, Cerro Blanco with its 45-degree steep face and stony sand underground. This seems to be Max's best bet to break his record once again. Having pinned down the location, Max needs to start making preparations. It all begins with a new bike built from stock parts. In 2002, Frenchman Eric Baron attempted to set a speed record with a custom prototype. Because the movements after breaking the record, friends were overwhelmed. Badly injured, it took Eric Baron 8 years to ride a bike again.
And then you just tumble and fall 100 degrees of meters. So break your neck on a crash on the earth is like just almost guaranteed. So with Eric's crash, he was super lucky that he didn't die actually.
Aerodynamics dictate that only the most essential parts can stay on the bike. In this discipline, less truly is more.
Ready to go? Oh, there you are. Yeah, you haven't waiting. Yeah, you want to You got it on you? Good stuff. Let's go now. I'll let them know we're going. Yeah, I'm releasing the cable now. Let's take it out of break. Take it, Robin. There we go. Yeah, I wrote that. I actually wrote it more yesterday. I wrote it in there. Yeah, just to say even though I wasn't down. I don't think it's that I'm starting to like that. I'll go with this all that. Yeah. Really appreciate it. It's pretty hard. Yeah. I didn't know that you could get coffee down there. You might make money for it. I know that. Feel about that. Yeah. Coffee might make you feel better though, so. Yeah. Is that more good than this Hey Doug, remember when I showed you that I showed you the laptop ages ago? Yeah. And like, do you remember why I showed you it? That had the footage, 2 hours of footage from that guy. But I had like tons and tons of stuff. I just wanted to show someone that I was telling the truth that I had all the about being persecuted and stuff, right? Yeah. Saying delusions of persecution. And the police, in housing, New South Wales especially. Yeah, so you're the only one who bothered to look at it. Like, I kept saying, look, it's on the laptop, just all these tribunals, they're just accusing me of being delusional. I said, it's all true. And I will look at it. But you remember the whole time, I stuck with my story the whole time. And I kept, the whole time. And I was in a lot of pain. And remember, I was walking around, I can't handle the pain with the drugs. That's really bad. And I still stuck with my story under extreme pressure. Even while drunk, like, what does that say, right? Am I telling the truth or not? You're the only one that actually even looked at the footage. No, I did have footage of the compilation. Yeah. So that, do you remember that housing that evicted you from a home halfway through? When you were here, yeah, you were. Yeah, like I'm saying, the housing persecuting me, and then they evict me from a home, so that I can't, so that to keep me here as long as they can. Because if I've got no home, they're not allowed to. They won't get charged. Yeah, so they did that. They did that to do that. it took an international political intervention to get me out. A lot of people were, to get a home because they were blocking me from getting a home, and they were forced into. A politician was forced to. A local politician was forced by others out on the outside to make them give me a home.
Yeah.
Because they can't keep me coming.
There hasn't been worries about that though this time, has there?
Well, yeah, they said at the tribunal, I said the same thing. They said, "Oh, I've been attacking my neighbours again." My neighbour's in here, as you know, Dave, and he said it's the extreme opposite. But I was speaking to the psychiatrist after, he said, "Oh, don't worry about all that." Well, you got me here because you kept me here because of false lies, and you're telling me not to worry about that. That's all. We're under the bridge. No, it's not, because I'm still here. But I was drugged for a year, and a year and a half actually.
Yeah.
And I was here in 2014 too. Same story, same consistent story.
Wow.
Yeah. But like, drugged or not drugged, in prison for a year, all this stuff. My story has not changed. My claims of evidence have not changed. I've got files and files of it. And at least I'm talking to the only person who's even bothered to look. What does that say? Like, if I can prove what I say, and my story is consistent despite being drugged or not drugged, what does that say to my credibility of whether what I'm saying is true? Go down to swimming. Like as if it wasn't crystal clear that it was all true to begin with, when I say that I'm here as a political prisoner.
Yeah. I just hope it's actually doesn't happen.
But yeah, they're doing the same thing. They're going to try and drug me to oblivion. Tomorrow I'm going to
You were like 200 days last time, and I even thought that was ridiculous.
Yeah, but look, you've seen all the signs, man. Everyone's seen. I know you can't, you don't feel you can say it, you can understand. But look, you know the deal. I'm not. You don't ever, all the time you've known me, have I ever had a psychotic episode, broke down and had all these paranoid delusions and stuff because I stick to the consistent story. It's crystal clear. Yeah, that's right. I just don't know what to do, man. I can't handle being drugged like this. They're going to drop me back tomorrow. I don't know what to do. So I get a coffee, please.
Yeah, that's it.
I'll get one of the other coffees out of there. Yeah, they're better and there's none in there. They've only got chocolate in there. I'll still get a thing from there though. I'll get the cabinet thing. Right. Drink machine.
I usually, like if I'm going to, I prefer chocolate milk, or if I'm going to have coffee, I'll have coffee. But
Iced coffee is better.
good, are they?
You get a chocolate milk, you also get a coffee.
Do they make mocha ones?
Yeah, they make all kinds. They're having organic ones. They've got like more collection than you can every other.
I think that actually, you have to make it like brand new. Yeah, I think it's actually been rebought by the Australian company, or the more recent, yeah. Because it had because it had gone out of the rain hands on really well. But I thought I heard some of the most Australian milks, and I wanted to try other companies.
More of an entertainment building, but
But it's still something like that, like, you know, you want to manufacture offshore, and manufacture otherwise bring it down here and do it.
not everything, but most of it is right.
Well, I can understand. Again, I don't know what I'm saying. But it's not reasons can't be
But you see it together. I had always like that. seen in the news trying to jump over a thing and then trying to go over that little,
Yeah, I think.
Donald Trump got more votes than he just ever. And suddenly Joe Biden goes, I said to people, look, they decided to shut down the white look, I tell you, it's not on there, they're going to make votes. Yeah, cool. Whatever you want, man. As long as complains all about the censorship and stuff. He never did anything about it. He said, like, we're watching them, that's about it. And then he gets massively censored during the election, gets screwed over massively. How can you complain when he acknowledges the problem is censorship, but he's screwed over the censorship problem? Obviously, we election was a bad happening, right? And then never did anything about it. And now we're all screwed, like we're screwed in Australia. Facebook, Twitter and stuff, they're all over America. And they heavily acknowledge the political narrative. Myself especially. I
don't, despite having a PR, I don't think any organisation or corporation has the right to censor somebody else.
Yeah, well, there's
especially the president of the United States.
You have progressive restricted rules depending on how much influence you have and how many users you have. We're going to do it like this based on how many users you have 300,000 users or more. Then you have to basically have government regulators.
Yeah, right, yeah, so basically.
There's a small incident part. You still not fine. But the bigger you get, the more
Which is fair enough too, because you might, because you don't have a bigger reach or a bigger audience, but once you start getting in the, the millions, the reach, and then you start blocking that, that's exactly that's where you start making influence.
Don't see them as corporations, they are. They're like governments.
Self-governing government, which is even scarier.
Yes, that's what they are. They're only doing it through attacking and being a corporation, but they are essentially a government. They're not intentionally power. They're not actually going to get power. They're not actually
Look at how the government matrix that, especially historically, was through senses, you know, where you live there, how old are you? Yeah. What kind of work do you do?
I saw this in management. I used to work on AI. You see now, someone says that. I used to make AI. I was part of AI. I was my work in underground AI society. So I later just made this is like all the world's experts. You actually do AI and people who attended to it. And I just went and made a promise never to unveil what we figured out about AI to give the world time to solve it. They get the keys and stuff. This is what we're going to do. They're going to have AI. So we'll process all the information. If you are a civil adversary and they have all this stuff, they were stored for they had years in prison, but they had no way of using that data, so they're just hoarding it for later. So they needed an AI, and they didn't have to know how to build the AI to process this. We did.
This is the real problem. If you see that recently in Utah, they discovered a 3.5 meter one of the structure. They said solid metal, but they don't know how it got there.
I'm not surprised to know that a lot of our agencies, my version yeah, it's alright, not in a hurry. But a lot of history about 6,000 years ago, the Middle East, North Africa, or Mongolia, the desert, wasteland, it wasn't like that. But 6,000 years ago, a massive scar across the earth.
What happened, sorry?
A massive scar across the earth.
Oh, yeah.
After about 6,000 years ago. 6,000 I bought this in the 3 weeks. You don't sell there anymore. I don't think you sell it. Okay. I don't think you sold them before, that's all. They're the ones that everyone gets.
Yes.
Thanks. Oh, no. I'll get these. Okay, get some brainwaves on the other machine on the way back?
Yeah, mate, of course.
Just something I snack on the tree like today.
Yep.
It affects my eyes. Pain in the back of my eyes. And that's what makes me nauseous. My eyes.
Have you had a, I know you had a brain scan in 2014, but have you had one since?
Yes, I had one at the hospital. That's why I was panicking. The emergency department said this is evidence of what you're saying. More evidence than what you're showing. This is clear medical evidence that someone's heavy. And then things happen, things change. I was stuck here for a day, and then suddenly you just find your friend and you can't. I know a lot of people are
Oh, of course, no.
I
Very good, enjoy it.
I may outwardly show that I'm doing okay, but internally,
Oh, you're frustrated.
I'm very frustrated.
Do you want to leave for 5 or 10 minutes, take your journey back and come back?
If you want.
I'll come straight back.
I need to go to
Because yeah, you want to go to the vending machine.
I'll go
Yeah.
have a word with the lawyer.
Can you do that?
I want to go to the chicken machine and then come back and
Yeah, that's good. I'll see you in about 5 minutes. Yeah, no, I won't. It's all good. Enjoy it.
There's a lot of bad things in the double for a long time. And now it's probably just get that and go to the rice. I'll just have to go. I wouldn't be prepared. I'll reach my hand so that I can on the road. I think the psychiatrist saying, what's with all these photos you can just put up on the social media with this and stuff, being all these fights? I said, no, those weren't fights. Those were police beatings. Over and over every day. They're trying to portray me as some kind of violent psychopath. And he engages in the community. That's the narrative that he portrays it. There's no conventional evidence of it. And they just do some stuff up and it's quite beautiful. It's like I'm not even. I said, look, I've got evidence. Look, just look. And they just ignore it. It's not there. You remember with the laptop, I just want to tell everyone. Just look on my laptop and prove it. I can prove it. I've done it for a whole year. One person would only want to eat one look. It's like, it'll take 5 minutes, just 5 minutes, I can show you stuff to do it. It's not about thinking about knowing what's going on. It's a long run. I don't know what to do.
What I was saying, what I was saying was like not once a year.
Yes, I know. Probably maybe not.
The more you get, the more you push those things, the more they'll hold. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
It's not what I know. It's not what you want to hear, and it's not
No, I already know that. That's what I've been trying to, that's why I walk in circles. It's not just from the nausea. There's not just from the nausea and pain and stuff from the drugs. It's also just the keeping yourself occupied. Because it's so stressful being locked up.
Not a big one,
60
Anything's better than nothing. I appreciate it, Bill.
These are the only 6 that need anymore because I'm going so. Oh, it's not 4 dollars plus, is it? 380. 380.
Yeah, mate. Do you want to back to me? I do. I want to go back to me. Just like downstairs, a few bits of leather here. Yeah, it's like that one. Okay, well, especially because I work in the bank, I can't get off. I've got to do the work, and I think they're very uncomfortable. Yeah, that one. If I don't know, my company had a baby. You know how people are, because I work straight after work, or when I have a baby.
After a week in life,
I got there because I was making work on going to university. People were like, oh, you don't have to.
Oh, I thought you were on it.
I don't fucking work here. I come to the hospital like the other one.
You maybe if you get in trouble with doing that. Some places, like you know, let the where the door closed inside or inside when you
Well, that's right. I think people working.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. They might say that people are getting into the phone, but they have to put my uniform on.
I'm so worried about that.
Well, that's why I want my to go to the mate, because you don't, like you said, that's what you've done.
Mate, the same scenario, making up stories about my neighbours and stuff. My neighbours in there saying that to them, they're fine.
That's why I was
Yeah, very few people like talk about it. It's really the one that bothers to look at myself.
No, good, good. I get you good, if you want to put it on the wall or anything like that. That's why I make it that it's going to affect the accommodation and that's what housing's like in the next long time.
They just make up stories. And all these relevant is lies. I say hello and I say, oh, I threatened the dog. I say hello. It makes no sense. And then the story just changes month to month all over. I don't know why they go into it so bad. I've never done nothing to them. They find out that I'm the founder of the number, they take the door, and then I give them a hundred.
It's probably the other thing is like what you do with me. Don't tell others, unless it's not the person, don't
Yeah, I don't tell them.
do that then like especially they don't know or they don't want to know. There's a population of people out there that just don't want to know.
That's what
You know what I mean? Like we've got to like a lot of people or people that are searching for good. We've got other people that are happy not. And you can't convert the other way sort of thing. That's all right. That's all right. You know, but for the people that also believe that's all, you know, and continue to work for the whole thing. But yeah, you know, regardless, even if you had your situation, then they fill in the other way. So yeah, it's better. That's why I understand. So what's better?
It's already new.
Yeah, I know you do that. I'm telling you stuff you already know.
It means the world to be able to go out and have a coffee.
Oh, it's beautiful. Joe, how was the trip?
That way, 0.003%.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I'm 9 months, 0.98.
Hopefully this podcast will go back.
I'm sorry, mate, it's these long legs.
Today's the day that costs us back.
Stephanie had a phone call. Stephanie, phone call.
Alright, hopefully it was good. Alright, I'm going out with a nurse to get coffee. See if I can get anything. So I put this on there. I have no criminal record whatsoever, never had someone decline in my life. And it's from my neighbours, when my next door neighbour 2 doors up a unit. So why don't you go ask my neighbour, everyone in my unit complex loves me. Never had a problem with anyone. It's just, they just make up lies at the tribunal, just lie after lie after lie. Right, and it doesn't matter how many, how much I offer proof, I offer witnesses, nothing ever happens. Oh, and then I speak to the doctor afterwards, okay? He's the one who organised it, right? I'm not, you know, I don't have any problems, I'm here for other reasons. It's obvious. There are people who I reported corruption over, and the government didn't want me to disappear. I was here for a year previously, if you remember.
Yes, I do.
Did I ever have a psychotic breakdown? I was perfectly normal. Exactly. I was here for a year, and I was in a lot of pain, if you remember.
Yes.
I was like walking around circles, I can't handle the pain, and I was denied painkillers because the doctor would just let me have it. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, and like, so I was in a lot of stress and pain, intense pain, and yet I never changed my story. I was consistent the whole time. Yeah, like, I think anyone who remembers me from that would know, because I was situating physically. I don't know what to do. I'm probably going to be here for a long time. They're about to drop me again tomorrow. And it's like, they're going to massively drop me tomorrow. I'm going to be in a really bad way. No, I've tried them all. I've tried every single government watchdog. Seriously, more than half of the government watchdog agencies have contacted. Early this year, about the 1st of January this year, they're all closed down for corruption. The Integrity Commission, the Ombudsman, but they still exist. The Healthcare Complaint Team, tried everyone. Everyone knows this is what's happening. You're a whistleblower of what happened. You report government corruption. Of course they're going to come after you. And how are they going to come after you? They can't frame you and you're too smart for them. Yeah, so what they do is they just gaslight you. They call you crazy. They'll make you fuck it. That's the typical way they get rid of people. When I was here for a year, by the way, when I was here for a year, it was like a day right just before they finally let me out. It was like a few weeks ago. Two police officers walked in, finally specifying my so-called mental illness, and then a document that labelled it as documenting government corruption and being too smart for doing good. I walked into the open door camera board, and one of them said, "Take a look at this, mate." And that was my mental illness. But my records change on a regular basis because they're full of inconsistencies. That's not true. I'll get one from over here. Either they got a coffin now. I'm gonna have to get it. Yeah, you guys don't have any cold coffee, do you? You're out. That's okay. There's ones over the drink. I'll have to get one of them. I'll just get one of the drink. Sorry. That's okay. There's ones over here. I'm going to be in a little bit tomorrow and I'm going to be blind again. The jobs makes me blind. And extreme nausea and I lose my balance. I don't know what stuff I'm going to do. I've lost a large amount of brain matter from walking. Let's see here. Get these ones here. $4, okay. 2, 3. Okay, I'll just use my 2. I have no idea what to do. I've got witnesses and government security clearances and everything come forward on camera, testifying, being a witness to everything that's going on, backing everything I say, testifying to my sanity, everything. And a lot of them have been targeted and pretty much like everyone who knows me is wholeheartedly agrees with everything I've said and done, but they run away into fear after seeing what's been done in broad daylight, and no one has the courage to, so like all my close friends, they contact me every now and then because they're too scared to speak to me publicly for the most part. Some still do here and there. I came forward as the Standard Anonymous investigation, and I released some evidence and I tried to report it. And the housing department, the police, and psychiatric one would not leave me alone. And like, I've never done anything to provoke them, but for some reason they've got a big vendetta against me, and they just won't leave me alone. They leave my home on a regular basis, break in. I spoke to the doctor, I spoke to the doctor. You've been going very aggressive in the life since I've had you. I was there, I'll say the little bruises. I told him, yeah, those bruises from police raids, they come in to beat me up. That's where all those bruises all come from. Police break into my home and beat me up over and over. I have absolutely no criminal record whatsoever, never had so much fun. Everyone who knows me testified to my sanity and honesty. tried every so-called advocacy group. Legal aid literally said fuck off. Really? The legal aid dude they sent me to the tribunal, he told me to fuck off. I tried legal aid, appealing to legal aid on the outside before, and they refused to process my application for several months. Absolutely refused. Lied about it, gave me the runaround, and I find out that they refused the whole time to process it and left it on the shelf. Lied about it. And when I finally forced them to do it, they begged me not to go through with it. Then they threatened me. Then they declined my application, saying I have no hope. They declined on the basis that I have no hope of success. That's it. Because they're so corrupt. Yeah. This because basically it's saying, we're not going to let you go through with this, we're not going to let you in, so therefore, yeah, like this is stupidity. I'm going to make so much pain tomorrow, I'm going to go blind. I'm going to go through the rejection, you're going to do. I've done nothing wrong to anyone. I spend my life trying to help people. And because of the work I did exposing corruption, they've got these massive endeavour against me, and they want me to suffer as much as they can possibly inflict on me. No, because they just use that against me, and that's how it's paranoid. That's what they do. It doesn't matter how much evidence they offer.
They're just talking and writing nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Anything you write, These used to be different. Now, I don't know if you just tried coffee, but a lot of the new brands of iced coffee that come up, they all taste the same. They taste like a drop.
Yes.
There's something wrong with it. I don't know what they put in it, but every new brand, you try these new brands that no one's heard of, they all taste foul like if they're alright. And this, they changed it, and now it tastes just like there. I think they just put more sugar and stuff in it. I think that the other brands are trying to go a little bit more healthy, and they're just, they just don't have enough sugar. I think that's it.
Well, I'm glad you're going to enjoy it. It's stuff.
Okay, got another one. Trying to get another nurse. If this takes a while, I'll just keep restarting it. If it takes a while though, wait, just skip until the end and find it. Track it back. Just in case there's a long empty recording at the start. Been waiting, so I'll keep resetting the phone. I'll be drugged soon, I'm gonna be fucked. fuck, I'm gonna do this. What else can I do? I've done everything. No one will help. No one will help me save my flowers.
So that one.
Try to get a coffee beforehand.
From what time?
9 o'clock onwards.
Okay, get one before the close. I don't want to close it straight away.
What?
You're dining room.
No, I'm going to get a coffee outside.
Oh, okay, sorry.
And I said I could put it up to some big but it's a matter of actually doing it.
A nice coffee. If I give you money, can you get me?
You've got the change.
Yeah, got me. I've just got to ask them to get it out.
I just have to work on it tomorrow. I'll find out how to get money. I don't think it's working the machine. It might, I'm not sure.
Just got a 50.
Okay. And then your drink machine. You don't mind? Okay. Just want to make sure. I've got that until it changes. Well, how about this? If I haven't got enough, you shut me in coffee, I'll get you one back later.
Yeah.
So just give me a chance. Because I can do it separately if needs be. If I've got enough, I can do it separately. Give me a little less money. It looks like I might not be able until 10 o'clock, so we'll see anyway. They're probably going to do this together. So probably out of time. Yeah, another one that you out of time. Yeah, no,
Morning, morning meeting is about to start in the launch area. Thank you.
What did she say?
Morning meeting is about to start.
I heard lounge area. That's it. It's just roll call, basically.
You're pretty good. Solid.
Gosh, you did.
Good. How about yours? What do you call that?
Just a headband.
Headband.
Yeah.
I like it.
Thank you. Thanks.
They tell us to come to a morning meeting and then no one shows up.
Yeah. No one came.
Hello, Brett. How's everybody?
Tactic.
Every one of us is meant to run it.
Maybe.
Deliberate
You want to
tactic,
go
I
to
guess.
Yeah. Okay,
You get punished if you make a
Then
complaint.
What's that?
You get punished if you make a complaint.
Oh, I've been punished enough in this world.
That's so
I
far.
think the dining goes, if not, I'm gone.
Not interested in anything else.
Yeah.
I've had enough of this meeting already.
One thing I've got to say, it's a quiet meeting, isn't it? Yeah, very quiet.
No, where's John?
Which wall do we stare at?
Come on.
It doesn't matter, they're all the same.
Morning meeting, hurry up.
At least the one over there has flashing pictures on it.
You're seeing colours,
The
eh?
TV, the TV.
Oh, yeah. where you get to watch cricket news running in a loop every 5 minutes. Nothing else.
Okay, they don't have the cave. I'll be the cave. Okay. You know you'll be better than my best friend. Absolutely. Well, the cave.
How many at the moment? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 14. 14 here. And no one to run the show. 15.
Me on the slippers and the boots.
No.
Bring on the clothes, go.
Here they come.
Thank you all for coming for morning meeting. I never had this much audience. All right.
What's going on?
That's right. All right. So you probably all know the rules and regulations. We just talk about, the general, the rules and regulations of the ward. What behavior is acceptable, and what's going on in the ward, during the day and stuff like that. I'm sure you all were here, and you all know, except what's your name? No, she's new.
Sharon.
Sharon, yeah, except Sharon, yeah. So this is the morning meeting, Sharon. We do that every, 9 o'clock, around 9 o'clock, and we just talk about, what's going on in the ward during the day and stuff like that. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. So first of all, make sure you keep your room tidy, and the sheets are in the cupboard there. If you don't know where the cupboards are, you are feel free to ask one of the staff, or maybe one of the even the clients. They know as well. Where the cupboards are. Just ask them, and feel free to take the linen from there. If you feel like your linen is dirty, and you feel like it needs changing. And there is a skip there as well. It's yellow in that corridor as well. So you can take the skip to your room if you feel like you have to change everything and it's too much to carry. So just take and use it. And then the pillows and blankets and stuff like that needs to stay in your room. You can't take that into the common areas like the lounge area or in the lounge room, because it's just an infection control thing, because the common area is shared by all people. So to prevent the infections and stuff like that, we encourage people to leave your blankets and everything in your room. And also we have personal hygiene. If you want to run in the shower and stuff like that, there is soap in the bathroom, and then shampoo and conditioner, combs and stuff like that, we have in the storeroom. So if you are run out of your shampoo and conditioner and stuff like that, you can come to us, and then we will give it to you, okay? And food and beverages, when you eat your food, you have to eat your food in the dining room, okay? And you can't take any food into your room. It's again infection control reasons, when you leave the food for a long time, it can be expired, one thing, and then, some food needs to stay in the fridge, and also it can attract cockroaches and stuff like that. So just make sure you eat in the dining room or in the craft area. Don't take, okay? Then, the takeaways, you can only order the takeaways 2 days. It's Tuesdays and then Saturdays, okay? But we don't take any responsibility. If you are ordering something, you have to order, and then you have to, pay the money. And if it is not delivered, and stuff like that, we don't take any responsibility, okay? But if you wanted to make a phone call, of course, we'll put the phone call through, and then you can order your stuff. And then the courtyard doors, when we come on the ward, we open the door around 7 o'clock, and then the doors get closed at 9 o'clock at night time. Security reasons, And your mobile phones, so we open the door at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then again it gets locked at 9 o'clock in the evening. You know, sleep is very important. So if you are having a phone, we all have the tendency to look at the phone, and then that will disrupt our sleep. So that's why it gets locked at 9 o'clock. Then we have the menus, comes with the breakfast trolley, and we usually leave the menus there. So just make sure you do your menu. So in that way you can make sure you get what you want. Otherwise, you will get whatever the kitchen says. Okay. And the menus again, it will go. You have to do it before 11 o'clock because we will send the menus to the kitchen at 11 o'clock.
10 o'clock, really?
11.
Yeah, I tried to put one in. Get one yesterday, there was none there, but they said I went at 10 o'clock.
Oh, okay. 11 o'clock is the time, I think, that sometimes they probably like it. Just do it, as soon as you finish your breakfast. In that way it is easy. When you finish your breakfast and come out, the menus will be there, so just do it, and then it's done then. You don't have to worry about that then. And then no smoking in the courtyard. No, and also we have a smoke-free hospital. And if you are caught smoking in the hospital grounds as well, you can be fined up to $300 if the security finds you smoking. So just make sure you move away and stuff like that. Yeah. And also when you go out for smoking, please don't sit where the benches are at the reception. Just outside there is benches there, so don't sit there and smoke. And also don't smoke near the drug and alcohol unit, okay? So, because they have made complaints before that, people were smoking and the smokes were going in. So just make sure, you avoid that area when you go and smoke. And then you all were supposed to wear the ID bands. So I can see that Tracy doesn't have one, and it's, yeah. So make sure you, if you don't have one, just see your nurse, so they will be able to give you one, okay? So just, whoever is looking after you today, just go and see them. It's very important that you have to have it, so that way the, nurses can identify you, and, they can see whether you have any allergies and stuff like that. So it's, it's very safe to use that one, so just make sure you have that one. And then, we have a comfort corner, which is the sensory room. You all probably know. It's the first room. When you go to the male corridors, the first room, there is a massage chair there. Yeah, which is really good, and it's very relaxing. When you're a little bit stressed and stuff like that, you can go and use that room. So, if any of you wanted to use it, just let us know, and then we'll open it for you, and then you can use it. But only one person at a time, and then don't get lost, after you go in. Yeah. There is, official visitors. Have you heard about official visitors? Yeah, there is official visitors comes into the ward. So if you have any complaints or any suggestions or anything like that, you can talk to them. But official visitors. Yeah. So they don't come every day. Maybe they come every second week or something like that. I don't know when they are coming, Tracy. Yeah. So you will see them around. And
they'll come and speak to you.
Yeah, they'll come and speak to you actually. Yeah. And then, if I see them today, I'll tell them that Tracy wants to see. Yeah. So, so just make sure. If you are free to talk to them. Yes, social worker will be here today. Your doctor will be here as well. Yeah. So if you wanted to see the social worker, you know where the social worker's office is. You want to see the doctor too? Okay, I'll let your nurse know. So that way, the nurse is aware and she can let the...
Where does the social worker, where's that office?
Yeah, in this corridor here.
The quiet room?
No, it's the first room. When you go from first room is the patient's room, but then after that, you'll see the name there, social worker. It's written the board there. Yeah. Yes, Jeremy.
The reason why I'm asking this question is it's important if I can explain why. But the question is, in your introduction, you said you're here to explain what is and is not acceptable behaviour, which to a degree I understand makes sense. But Who defines that? Who defines that? Who defines what is and is not acceptable behaviour? Because it always changes with the wind. Who defines that?
Who defines that?
Who defines?
Who makes that rule?
Who says what is and is not acceptable behaviour?
Yeah, it's the hospital rule.
The hospital, sorry?
Hospital makes that rule.
Yeah, who in the hospital?
You know, we have NAMs here, and also there is people about
NAMs. What's a NAM?
Nurse unit manager.
Nurse unit manager. So the nurse unit manager defines what is and is not acceptable behaviour.
Not nurse unit manager itself. There is a management team. You know, there is another.
So a group of unnamed people.
Group of people, yeah.
A group of managers decide.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. Because as I was aware, this is why I asked the question.
Some comes from the ministry as well. You know, like.
Ministry.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's the health.
The health ministry. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
But as far this is the reason why I asked this question, because as far as I was aware, the law defines that, not the person, no person, and that's the whole purpose of law and civilization, that no person can override the law and make up their own rules in a whim. The reason why it's important is because yes,
you've been here months and months before.
Yes.
You know
the reason why I asked. The reason why I asked.
Leave it, and we'll take it up with the boss.
The reason why I asked is because I was beaten up by police and told that my unacceptable behaviour by receiving a beating.
We don't need to hear your stuff at the moment.
Because the rules change in the wind.
Anything personal, you can deal with later, okay?
Well, it's a matter of national security, I would say.
Well, this is only a national security award at the moment.
That doesn't make sense.
That's right, neither did you argue with her.
I make perfect sense, actually.
I'm almost finished. Yeah.
Can we just let her finish with what she's saying?
Well, I think I'm finished because there's no rule of law here. Okay, I was going to get something else, but I got that instead. I have to stop and restart. Isaiah 53. A lamb to the slaughter. Taking out any evidence. This is the man taking people out. The maximum legal dose. how I was taken to consent for a year. Read the end testament. 4 police witnesses, 0 civilian witnesses. This is their excuse. This is their excuse to take me through what they did to me for a year. I keep showing it. Look. I keep, look, that's confused. I keep saying it.
That's it.
Yeah. Apparently I make no contribution to the local community, which is not obviously the extreme opposite of the truth. Yeah, that's when I was kidnapped here for a year. 30th, you look at the date, 30th of 11th. I went to the Crown Court, I testified against the evidence of kidnapping. Then I'm putting on the maximum dose. I'm going to be screaming in pain like I was last time, but even worse, it's double, it's more than double. This is like, they're taking down. I'll show you one more thing. They're taking down all my evidence, I'll show you. They're systematically taking down all the evidence online. Look at the name of the police visit, it's the name of the file. This is one of my YouTube videos. They're taking down all my evidence videos, everything. They're taking it all down. Right now. Right now. These people, police in housing, they all work together. I keep showing evidence. Why is it all getting taken down? Why is all my evidence getting taken down? Why am I being put in a maximum legal dose? Why am I... Gibbs, he says, I don't know, mate. Shakes his head. Everyone turns a blind eye. This is it. This is the end of my life and the worst. It's one thing to die, but to die in this horrible way.
Hey, you on the phone?
No.
I just put in a quick word for you this morning on your team.
Yes.
Because I just simply said, since I've known this gentleman, been a long time,
and I've never, it's all not true.
Hey, I'm just saying, I've known him for a long time, and it doesn't seem to be, we don't seem to be able to do a lot of good for this bloke. And we was here for a long time before, and he still believes what he's doing is the right thing. I don't think if you guys are going to help, and that was all I could say.
Thank
you.
But
my thing is, don't go in so hard on them. Just try and ease up. I know I know you're trying to fight for your life. But just pull it back and try to be a bit more gentle, and they may listen a bit more.
I already tried.
I know, it's not easy.
I tried and they don't listen.
I know they don't.
I gave them evidence, like, look, I'll show you.
I'll show you. You don't have to prove to me. You don't have to prove to me.
I'll just show you though. This is
I
how,
know, Anonymous,
read that.
I told you last
That's how
time.
I was taken, that's why I was taken in here, look.
Yeah.
Is anything legal or moral about that? Am I being persecuted? Yes.
I'm just saying to you, just go a bit softer with it. And then you might get a bit more.
It's too late. It's too late. I'm going to be massively drugged.
Well, they're aware of the fact that you've been home alone for quite a while without medication as well.
And I have committed no crime.
That's right. And they are aware of these things, so just don't go in as aggressively. I'm trying to help you. Okay?
Right. I don't think anyone can help me. They won't. I just want to go home and be left alone without the police. He said, just one more thing.
I know.
Everything I say, he spins into an imaginary mental illness. This is exactly what happened last time. So, last time I spoke to him, he says, yeah, what about all these bruises? You got photos of you being on all these fights. I says, no, I haven't been in any fights. These are police raiding my home and beating me up at gunpoint every day.
I understand that, I know.
It's all true.
I'm not disputing you, because I've had my own share of disbelief about stuff that I'm doing research for.
You saw me for a year.
Yeah.
Was it ever violent? I stuck to my story.
No. I've read in the notes today that you vehemently supported yourself in the argument, and you weren't aggressive, and you weren't rude, and you weren't verbally abusive. So that's a good thing. Okay. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you. Just calm down. I
was here for a year. I was never violent. I was very upset for being here, but I was never violent. I was never going incoherent. Despite being drugged, being off drugs, being on drugs, being kidnapped in prison, being free, I've zero criminal record whatsoever, and I'm a consistent story. And I say, look, I've got all the evidence. Everyone who knows me has testified in favour of everything I say.
I know what you're saying. Okay. So my only advice is, don't come in so hard with them. Okay, I know you vehemently.
I hope you understand why I came so hard.
I know you want to support yourself, but just coming in hard on it, just come in a little lighter. Oh God, I don't know what else to tell. I've told them to let you go. I've told them to let you go. So I'm going to try and do that each day, all right?
Thank you. Please, to every day, just tell them, there's
Yeah,
nothing wrong with let me go.
I can do what yeah, okay.
I've never heard anyone.
You haven't.
Just one more thing.
All right.
I have been massively persecuted over and over and over by certain people in the government that are
You're not
whistleblowing
alone,
against,
don't
right?
you worry.
I know. This is not a rare thing. But in my case, it's a bit of an exceptional case, and I've been targeted massively. I never went after their point is, I never went after them. They came after me over and over. I just wanted to be left alone. I never went after them. They came after me over and over again. All I ever asked for was to be left alone.
I know that. I know.
I can't go to my home. Every time I go to my home, it gets raided.
All right. All right. So
Well, thank you.
good luck. There we go. There we go. All right.
Okay. That was just fucking with me. I'm sure he's just fucking with me. This is what they do. Pretend to be on your side, then they fuck you over. The same guy's probably going to inject me soon. Really soon. Watch. You watch. This is what they do. Anytime now they're going to do it. They'll do it. They will do it. Fucking mug be giving me false hope and then fucking me over and over again, just to maximise the suffering before they inject me here now. Any time now they'll do it. Try to get that coffee.
Explore how we can minimize the risk.
They're probably about to drug me soon anyway. They'll say that I can't because I'm about to be drugged. I'm not going to risk it. I'll hurry it up and make it faster. Watch yourself. Good grass waiting. Good grass.
true value of love, that one never understood by mankind. Just barely grasped. I miss my cauliflower. We're gonna do it. It was the same guy who fucked with me earlier. Personality changes, all that kind of shit. He was fucking with me one last time before dragging me. I guess I'll just start another recording. Start over again. Do another one. Save this.
I said to Peter, I want to, can I have a coffee? I've got my food. And he says, I'll wait till we're done. Why? This is what I evolved to be in this brain. This is a breath.
Let's see if we can go out here.
Yeah, I'll just go down here. Are we out the front door, okay? remember the document I showed you, how I was, when I was here for a year, what I was kidnapped for? The document where police grabbed me for contributing, apparently, allegedly contributing nothing to the community.
I saw that you showed me the other day. That's a
Bit fucked up, isn't it?
and it's not really the police job to assess that anyway, is it?
Obviously, this is corruption, right? That's what I was in here for a year for. So you see what I'm dealing with.
Yeah. Oh, and then
That's not just a little bit fucked up. That's like really fucked up.
yeah, but that's what was really annoying too, is when housing.
Evicted me from my home because I'm allegedly violently attacking people, and I had all the evidence to show, prove it. It's not true. Witness testimony, everything, and only one person looked at it, Doug, and they never looked at. And at this tribunal, they just make up lies, and they make up all some kind of violent psychopath, axe murderer crap, and it's just not even believable. It's just complete nonsense. But they just pass it through, just and do these legal orders
It just
against
gets
me.
repeated, doesn't it?
Yeah, and they just do it endlessly. I don't know what to do, Ron.
Yeah, well, you seem to be doing all right to get out of hospital now.
But they won't let me out. Like even Greg messaged me. He said, "Oh, you'll be out in 2 days." No, changed my mind. Just fucking with me. And I don't know. I'm just left there to rot.
Yeah,
I haven't done anything wrong.
The only ones who can make that call is the doctor, as you know. You know the rules. The doctor makes the call.
Yeah, and I never told you the doctor's reason for having me in here is because I believe that there is a conspiracy to kidnap whistleblowers and schedule them in psychiatric facilities and punish them with drugs to make them to silence them. This is well documented. This happened to millions of people in Russia, USSR, Russia. This is like what governments do. They schedule whistleblowers to silence them.
And do you think that's sort of taken on hold in Australia now?
Yeah, it's massively. This is well documented. This happened like there's massive. In fact, the biggest scandals of this in the world happened in Australia, in places like Chelmsford. They kidnapped more than 1,000 people, and they are.
Well, they closed Chelmsford down because it's been really identified as being a very poor facility, didn't they?
It was a Chelmsford private hospital. It was basically a place where they so-called experimented on people and killed them.
It was like deep sleep therapy.
Deep sleep therapy. It was a legitimate hypothesis, not even a theory, but a hypothesis on the other side of the world, and they just used that as an excuse to do horrific crimes.
Yeah, it certainly sounded like a lot of people were messed up by it. That's for sure.
Yeah, a lot of people died. And those who survived were a lot of people. When they woke up, they immediately killed themselves.
Yeah.
But George Slawinski, who was the hospital administrator at Wyong, convicted mass murderer, rescued from prison, put as hospital administrator at Wyong to take people out at Wyong. The reason why this happened in 1992 when it was released from prison and put back into it as a hospital administrator. To take out whistleblowers, because there was a big scandal regarding a medical scandal that happened, and they took out all the whistleblowers and used George Winston and the likes of him to take them out. And they've been doing that ever since. There's a lot of corruption on the Central Coast. You show that document I showed, that's really fucked up. But that's not one off. That's every day. That kind of stuff's every day. And the reason why it continues is because everyone who tries to report them gets taken to psychiatric facility, Gosford or Wyong. And elsewhere as well, it's not much better, if not worse, but it's, the worst of the worst is here.
Do you think that the every ordinary day policeman wouldn't be in on it, would they?
Well, every police officer on the Central Coast knows all about it. They have a culture that goes on. They have a system that they run. Basically, when you're a new recruit and you've been put on the Central Coast, they gauge whether you're going to dob on them or not. So they progressively expose you when you're a new recruit in the first 3 months to scenarios where they do things that they're not supposed to do, and they look at your reaction, and they do this progressively, and they observe how you respond and stuff. And then if they deem you a threat, they take you out. There are all kinds of ways they take you out. They'll get you for some time, or they'll just trash your house over and over and beat you up or whatever. There are all kinds of things that they do. They pretty much just take you out, they don't just kill you even, depending on how much concerned they are. but they basically take you out in all kinds of ways if you're at risk of jobbing. So by the time you're 6 months into the police force, you've gone through all this, and then they've decided that you're not going to be a dobber. So instead of directly saying don't talk, they show you, and then they show you they also show the consequences of those who do talk.
You've got to become part of the team, so
Exactly, yes. And the same thing happens at Wang Hospital. I'm sure you know. It's not said directly. You do what the doctor says, or what happens. Losing your job's just the tip of the iceberg.
Okay, mate. Just an next door.
So this is cold, is it?
Yep.
Okay.
Just shut the door in a sec.
Okay, just wait for it to go out.
Yeah. Should be right, mate, I think.
But that document I showed you, that's really fucked up. I can show you so much more. And I'm in here because I believe because I have a so-called false belief that there is government corruption, that whistleblowers do get kidnapped. Really. It happens in every country. It's well documented that it does happen in every country. I've got the evidence to prove that it's going on here.
I've certainly heard about it in states like China and Russia. I've heard about that.
Yeah, communism. Because this is psychiatry is actually communist in nature, and wherever communism is, psychiatry is at its worst. And so Russia and USSR and China are heavily Russia was, but heavily communist. When these things happen, it's not a coincidence. It's because this is how communism operates through coercion and force, through things like psychiatry.
Jump out before you get it. Someone else moves in there, mate.
Right. You have to come with me, Sam. If you trust me, it's alright.
You go on your own.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
You go out and leave on your own.
No, I don't have solo leave, so I think you better come with me. The reason why I don't have solo leave, but I'll sort you a come with me. Just so you get in trouble. Back there. So I'll try and get a coffee on the way around. Let's go this way. Let's go through.
It's not a very big shop, has it?
It's very narrow aisles, isn't it? Usually shopping centres don't have aisles this narrow. Do you mind if I get peppermint things from my belly? What? Peppermint things from my belly, like peppermint from my belly? Peppermint, sorry.
Oh, I didn't do that.
They wouldn't let me get some before because they would just I was just like the aisle, I guess. It should be around somewhere. This is like a small shopping centre. I don't think they have it here. At the end. Excuse me. Do you have like earbuds for phones and stuff like that? I'm not sure where that kind of stuff would be. Oh, maybe Oh, this looks like a section, yeah. Yes, looks like about it. That's
outrageous, so we have to, whatever we do, that's what we have.
Just need to make sure they work for. These look similar to the other ones, but can you start? I can't read, my eyes are messed up from the Just not iPhone, but Samsung or a universal one for everyone. So everyone's up there for iPhone.
Multi-usage, 3 different sites. We'll work with any.
Oh, that should be fine. Yeah.
You got space, yeah.
Yeah.
Just
for my belly, yeah. Being like the chocolate bar and stuff like that. They're uncomfortable and like that. Shit. I like the one next to it. Chocolate with syrup. Yeah, nothing with the biscuits and chips and all that. Could you just one more question? Where's the chocolate? Oh.
Next one over is.
Okay, with the peppermints over there. Yeah, okay. That's cool in the wrong place. I bet you they're going to keep him for a long time. Yeah. A long time. I bet you they're going to keep him for a long time.
New doctor, you don't might keep it in the hospital too long.
Peppermints. Really needed my ulcers. See any? It might be one of the eye, but it's not. What else?
Yeah, that's right. They're really strong.
Look, you think that'd be good for ulcers?
Really, yeah, I don't like them. They're too strong.
I might not. I'll get a few packets of them.
Really? You like them there?
I used to have them when I was fishing all the time. It might help my ulcers. If it doesn't, I'll just chuck it to
Really good, thanks.
Oh, this is self-service, is it?
One self-service there and then lady there.
Oh, just because my eyes are messed up, I'll just wait for the lady. I can't see properly. I've got big writing on it. I'm hanging up there.
You have a great day. Bye. He's still going through. Pop it up there. How you going? Hello.
Don't worry about it, bag.
22, 20. Right, good. Beautiful. Thank you. Thanks very much.
That's a lot easier.
Just fill out of my wallet. Yeah. It doesn't matter. That's okay. I probably lost one, so it's alright. I've got holes in my wallet everywhere. Thank you.
Have a good day. See you later.
have my tribunal. VJoy was at it, and this is just to show that they're only in it some more than others. He testifies at my tribunal that I've degenerated into a violent, destructive, degenerate, blithering mess. And look, you've never seen me go completely incoherent into a blithering mess, and no one has. But they say these things in the tribunals, ridiculous things, and it's just automatically assumed. I provide evidence of things, and they don't even look at it. And they do this at everyone's tribunal. It's how the system within the system works, by intentional design. And then psychiatrists get themselves authority to do anything they damn well please, and then they do the same thing. They drug you, put on community treatment orders, and they punish people. I don't know what to do. I've tried every avenue of government. Corruption is so bad everywhere that anyone who even who doesn't know that this crap goes on gets so scared they run away. No lawyer will represent me. They run away scared.
Yeah, no, I must be. I can only imagine how awkward and how horrible it is for you. You know, like people might believe you, but you have legit...
Everyone on the outside believes me. Half the people I know have had this happen to someone.
Yeah.
In their own family or something. It's widespread now. This is a destruction of civilization. This is communism.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've heard about it in communist states, but not. This is sort of like.
It's called creeping communism. They do it through psychiatry. They progressively do this. They grab people who are a threat to communist invasion, while they systematically rewrite laws and give themselves special powers here and there all over the place, and progressively take over the country and take over the government. You see, the whole idea of psychiatry is to overstep the law, to have all this authority to do damn well anything. I mean, since when did it become acceptable to kidnap, imprison and force drug people who haven't committed a crime? The original justification was to say, oh, well, what about people who are batshit crazy, who are like, they think they're seeing things and they're gonna do something, they're gonna hurt someone, or at least hurt themselves. And now they're spun it into, okay, what if they're a threat to the reputation? What a ridiculous claim is that? You're a threat to your reputation.
Yeah, it's about a risk to yourself or to others, and one of those risks they do identify as reputation. That's right.
Yeah, legitimate. Like, I've never been a threat to anyone. I've got no criminal history to this day. My position has remained the same for a very, very, very long time.
Yeah.
And I still have not committed a crime. It's all bullshit. And the original justification for this psychiatric bullshit to do to people was to say that, what about people who are about to commit a crime? Well, we already have laws for that. It doesn't matter if they're crazy or just evil or whatever. If you can show in a legitimate court that they're about to commit a crime, then you can do a pre-crime imprisonment short term until you sort it out.
Yeah.
But you have to prove that, and that doesn't happen in psychiatry. And psychiatry is beyond the law. It's not even part of the law. They say it's the law. No, it's not the law at all. There's nothing legal about psychiatry. They say it is. It isn't. It's all a big lie. There are government documents saying, like the Mental Health Act and stuff, but that's not actually the law. It's just something the government will act on, but it's not actually the law.
Yeah.
Just like how government have all kinds of legislation for things, it's not.
Yeah, it's a legislation. You're right. That's the word. It is a legislation.
And they confuse the general public. Don't know what these things are and what they mean. So that the government says this is what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to go build this building in this empty plot of land instead of that plot of land, and we're going to write this in as our plan. But that doesn't mean it's the law. That's just their plan, you know what I mean? And plans go against the laws all the time because it's a big giant mess. Laws themselves collide and conflict each other, and you have to choose one or the other.
Yeah.
But this is something beyond that. This is nothing legal about it. I don't know what to do. I'm just so screwed. Like, they won't leave me alone. Like, my hound gets raided over and over. I'm talking to Greg, the psychologist, and he's saying that, like, So, look, what am I supposed to do? They go to my home every day. What do you want me to do? He says, oh, we should turn up. Okay, I should turn up to my home every day when I get raids every day with people with baseball bats, government officials with baseball bats saying on my security cameras that they're trying to kill me and laughing about it. I'm supposed to turn up to my home, am I? Yes. This is Greg.
But housing turns up for baseball though.
I've got the recordings of this stuff. It's horrific. They turn up with police as well to kidnap me, to take here to make me, to punish me and make me disappear. I've got all the recordings. That's horrific.
When you're where you are now.
Where I am now, yes. And obviously
you haven't been here since you've been there, have you? This is only the first time.
No. I was at my old home. I copped it at my old home. Yeah. I got evicted from my own home, and when I got out of here for a year, I went to my new home. So in my new home, now they're doing the housing, are doing these never-ending raids on my new home too.
I must have missed you. I must have been on holiday or something, because I haven't seen you since you've been in your new place.
No, not since I've been here. I mean in Wyong. Since I've been in Wyong, they've been raiding my home over and over. Not since I've been in here.
Yeah, but in Wyong, I haven't seen you in hospital since then.
Yeah, because I've been busy doing a lot of work, and I've been avoiding capture because they've been trying to capture. So I turned up to a hospital emergency department. I was so sick I couldn't get medical treatment anywhere without getting kidnapped. Every time I try, they try to kidnap me and take me here. I went to John Hunter. I was too weak to fight back. And I got kidnapped. They lied and they took me to a psychiatric facility instead of. I was supposed to be getting new scans at a specialist hospital because the injuries were that bad.
Yeah.
And so another ambulance came instead, intercepted me and took me to a psychiatric facility and locked me up, and then they shipped me here.
Yeah.
So I try to get medical treatment. They lock me up here. If I answer the door to housing, if I'm home at the time, they kidnap me, take me here. And they threaten to do so, and then they do so. They come around the next day. If they know I'm home, they'll come around the next day and with police to try and grab me. Every time. This is what they do over and over. To run me to psychiatry over and over and over and over and over again. As much as they can. To drug me to oblivion and disable me and punish me.
Do you think, again it's up to you, but do you think it's worthwhile trying to contact housing while you're here?
No. There's no point. Everyone who works at housing, I can give you names: Donna Pickering, Lisa Collette, Tracy Curry-Frater. These are the real bad ones who are named, who keep doing this. And there's other people which I've got recordings of. I just know them on a first name, what their first names are, who are breaking into my home. I'm from housing, and I've got all the recordings to prove it. I mean, I've never done anything to them. They got it in for me because of Anonymous. They've got a lot of bad things that they've been doing, and they're scared because of being the founder of Anonymous. They're scared of Anonymous. They're scared of their dirty secrets being found, so they want to take me out. But they seem to have some kind of grudge over something. I have no idea. It's definitely a grudge by the way they behave and the things that they say. It's some kind of grudge, but they never say what it is. But I desperately want to get out of here.
I want you to get out, and I want you to be able to stay out and avoid any of these conflicts with housing. That's all. Now we can sort of keep housing away from you, or make them realise that everything's all right for you at home. They don't need to check up on you all the time.
And they pretend they threaten to do welfare checks on me. You know what threatening a welfare check is. You know what that is, don't you?
I suppose that means that they haven't been able to contact you.
No. It's the threat. No, as in they go to my home. I'm there, and then they say they're threatening that they're going to do a welfare check on you somewhere at time soon. That's like swatting. Yeah. Do you know what swatting is?
What's that called?
It's basically like when you threaten to call the police on someone saying that you've got a gun and stuff like that, so the police rush your home and they shoot you dead. But you got no gun, you're just sitting here watching TV, but someone calls you up, tries to extort you for money, so if you don't do this, I'm going to SWAT you. So the SWAT team come to your home and with armed to the teeth, thinking that someone's a terrorist or something, and then they shoot you dead because you might panic and run.
So you're giving misinformation in a lot of ways.
Yeah, just set the police onto someone. This is what they do.
Yeah.
This is what they do too, like general public thugs do the same thing. Remember, Ron, the time I did a run up, I went to get beers and I come back. That's what you said last time. But that's how much my freedom is important to me. I just went and had beers at a pub and come back.
In the old day, that would have been considered very attractive.
In the old days. Back in the old days, that was what you'd be driving down the pub. I knew a guy who had a big farm and he had sports like that. And he had a lot of cows. And the cow shit everywhere, it's like piled up, it's bad. And you're driving on the quad, whatever you do, never fall off because there's shit everywhere. And as long as you're on the quad, it's flying out around the back. You really don't want someone else on the quad anywhere near you because it's get them in the face. So there's shit flying everywhere behind you. If you tip the quad, you're rolling over and shit everywhere. It's like in a quagmire of shit everywhere. I can't believe how much shit. Where's the rubbish bin? Is that a normal rubbish bin?
Yeah,
I'll just get rid of all this. That's what happened to the other one, like something like this bit here, it's just like it got caught in that just bit here.
that is right. That is similar, doesn't it?
Yeah, so that's just quite so much. But it's still fine. Probably a little bit more tougher maybe. Just take me out. I can't work my way out of here. I don't see how I'm getting out of here anytime soon. They just walk the door. He's got an in for me, man.